favorite part of the whole poem is where it says, "Now don't you see, the true enemy is the inner me." Because that's one thing we have to realize is, yeah, we fight against the devil and all the darkness in this world, but at the same time, our biggest enemy is ourself. It's our human nature. It's who we are. It's temptation. It's when we're just sitting around and maybe we know we shouldn't be doing this, but it's fun or we like it. It's something we want to do. That's your human nature. That's yourself that you've got to battle every day. But too commonly, we try to do it ourselves. We say, all right, I got myself in this mess, but I can do it. I can get myself out. I can fix this. You have to realize you can't do it. We can't do it. I broke a lot of stuff when I was a kid. I played around the house, broke a lot of stuff. One time I was messing around and I broke this picture frame in my house. It's a wooden picture frame. And I went to go to try to fix it. And I couldn't find anything but this one hammerhead. It was just the head, so I couldn't even nail this frame back together. Okay? So I'm using this as an example because we're like that picture frame. We're broken. And we can't use our own broken self or something else that's broken to fix it. We can't do it on our own because we're broken. And so we can't fix our own broken self. But it's not just that you can't do it. You have to realize no one can do it. You can't do it. I can't do it. No missionary, no evangelist, no pastor in the whole world can do it. But I'm going to flip to Psalms 116, 1 through 6. This is a psalm written by David. It says, "I love the Lord, for he hears my voice. He heard my cry for mercy. Because he turned his ear to me, I will call on him as long as I live. The cords of death entangled me. The anguish of the grave came upon me. I was overcome by trouble and sorrow. Then I called on the name of the Lord. O Lord, save me. The Lord is gracious and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. The Lord protects the simple-hearted. When I was in great need, he saved me." David realized that he couldn't do it, that he couldn't save himself. So he called on God, and God answered. He answered his call, and he saved him. I look back at my humble beginning, before the beginning of my ending, before the conclusion of my confusion, before I became enlightened of a God who above all else was heightened. Before I stopped pretending, before the very ending of my ending, before the start of my new beginning, before I behaved, before I got saved, I look back at where I've come from, and at everything I've come back from, at every mountain I overcame, and how nothing is the same. And for that, I am grateful. Because I had tears like falling stars. I was trapped by these bars. I was trapped by sin. I was trapped within. I, like Jonah in a whale, like Joseph in a well, like Joseph I fell. I trapped myself because alone I failed. There always seemed like no way out, no bail. Although I would scream and shout to let me out, there was no way. Until one day, God sent the most perfect of things, the very King of Kings. So I look back at my beginning and realize that I never overcame. It was Christ all the same. From my pre-existence to my futile resistance to the destruction of my infamous reputation. So here is my final reiteration. From the beginning to the ending, from breath till death, it was Christ all the day. It was Christ all the way. With man, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. So just because I can't do it, and just because you can't do it, just because no one in the world can do it, it doesn't make it impossible. It makes it impossible for me, it makes it possible for you, but with God, all things are possible. So, you can't do it. That's true. But God can. And that's the beautiful thing about the message of the cross, is you don't have to do it. God, He's there for you. He's going to help you if you ask Him to. That's what, and when you give it to Him, it's not like He's just there and He just helps you out. He's like, He just says, step aside. I got you, bro. And He takes it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. There's still the battle there that you've got to get through. And it's still hard, but God's there helping you every single step. He's carrying you. You've still got to go through that storm, but you don't have to walk through that storm because He's got you. He's carrying you on His back. So no matter how hard it gets, He's just going to keep going. He's always got you. But too commonly we let our stubbornness, I know for me especially, I let my stubbornness and my pride get in the way. And we can't do that. We have to remember to look to God and admit that I can't